Hello and welcome to Mad About Sports for yet another video. And today we are here with a special video. It's after an India win against Afghanistan, and we're going to be talking about that one man who was right up there leading the charge for India. It was Indian skipper Rohit Sharma. Now, when we talk about Rohit Sharma, there are a few adjectives which comes into our mind. That is elegant, that is supreme, that is powerful. But more than that, there are a few things which always resonates with him. One of the things is lazy in elegance, or let it be the gift of timing, or supremely talented. Now, when we talk about the term makes batting look easy, you have to always resonate that term with Rohit Sharma. He does make batting look extremely easy because of the shot making ability and the way in which he's got that extra bit of second, as one like to say, to face the ballers. And that's exactly what he showed in Firozshah Kotla or Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi against Afghanistan. Now, him scoring that 131 was not only leading India to the win, but also on the way to doing that, so he broke multiple records which were there. Now, let's look at some of the multiple records which he broke, right? Now, the number one we talk about is the six hitting record. He is now the batsman with the most number of sixers hit in international cricket. Now, he has broken Chris Gale's record. Now, when you speak about cricket, nobody ever thought 553 sixers record could ever be broken by an Indian or maybe by anyone for that matter. But for Rohit Sharma to go on to do that, that really speaks volumes of his six hitting ability. He's not the most powerfully built player, or he's not a clear slogger. He's someone who plays conventional shots, and he makes batting look so beautiful. He makes people wonder, or he makes people think, yes, even a player with timing can go on to hit most number of sixes. He is not an athlete who's extremely fit or the athlete of this generation. He's not a bulky player like the Chris Gales. He was not a blind slogger like some of them. He doesn't have the unconventional reverse sweeps. He doesn't go out there and play all the rams, but he still plays proper cricketing shots to hit those sixers, and he has gone on to hit 555 of them, triple five. Now that is no mean feat, and that's where Rohit Sharma is a player who will be remembered for his elegance. Now, when we watch the Rohit Sharma's highlights, maybe 10 years down the line, you'll certainly remember him not just for his sixers. You remember him for the shot making he had, the pull shot, maybe the cover drive, or the back foot punch, and everything he's gotten. Now, we spoke about Rohit Sharma 5 years back, or a couple of years back, or 3 years back, when Rohit Sharma used to take a lot of time to get going. He used to take his time, he used to consume the balls, then he used to get set and get going. But this modern Rohit Sharma, the Rohit Sharma 2.0, or maybe 3.0 for that matter, because he keeps changing every now and then, has been a player who would like to go from very first ball. And he wants to set that trend, him being the captain. And that's really gotten India so many good results. And that's really charged up the dressing room as well. Taking on the opposition bowling without any fear, playing a fearless brand of cricket, and taking on and sending out a statement. Now, if India wanted to win that match, India knew the pitch was flat, and India wanted to up their net run rate, and that's exactly what happened. Rohit Sharma leading the charge. Now that's what we talk about, right? On going to do that. So what he has done is he has gone on to break India's fastest ever World Cup centurion record, which was previously held by Kapil Dev way back in 1983 when he went on to score the 175 against Zimbabwe, which was a historic innings in Indian history. Or Virendra Sehwag in 2007 against Bermuda, or Virat Kohli in the opening match of World Cup in 2011. Now that's a phenomenal feat which he has gotten right now. 63 balls, 100. Now we are talking about Afghanistan, of course, but let's not take that for granted. Afghanistan is a phenomenal bowling attack. They've got the likes of Rashid Khan. They've got the likes of Fazal Farooqi, Mujibur Rahman. These are all bona fide cricketers who are part of IPL franchises and who have gone on to play multiple leagues as well. So these are no mean or muck bowlers. They are bowlers who've got the stature to hold themselves and ball against some of the top quality batters. And that's where Rohit Sharma had made a mockery of that bowling attack, like one would like to say so. But more than all of that, let's talk about his 700 in 19 innings in the World Cup. He's a batter with the most number of hundreds in the history of ICC World Cup, the 50 over World Cup rather. Now that's an incredible record. He has gone past Sachin Tendulkar, who had six, and he was on par with Sachin Tendulkar after 2019 World Cup. And it just looked like Rohit Sharma has continued from where he left off in the 2019 World Cup by scoring that 100. And that's not really sent out a message to all the other teams in the World Cup, but that also gives the dressing room the surety that the captain is playing well, he's leading the charge, and he's going out there and setting the trend. Remember, India went into that match without Shubman Gill, who was another player who was giving India quick start. So the mantle had to take control. Someone had to take that onus of giving India quick starts, and Rohit Sharma was ready to do that. So remember, Ishan Kishan was coming off a knot of the last match against Australia. Remember, Rohit Sharma is a much more experienced captain in this regard. Ishan Kishan wanted to take his time a little bit, maybe get going, feel good, and maybe time a little bit of balls and then get going. But Rohit Sharma on the other end knew that he was an experienced pro out there, and he just wanted to go out there and send a statement. And that's what we talk about, a captaincy responsibility. And more than all of that, we can say what an experienced pro does in situations like that. And what Rohit Sharma did was just an incredible feat. He just went on to play fearlessly, and that's where we regard Rohit Sharma as one of the best out there in white ball format. Once you talk about some of the greatest in white ball formats, Rohit Sharma is right up there to have played for India. 31 hundreds, and to score 31 hundreds in one-day internationals, and to add to that the way in which he has scored all of them since being an opener in 2013, the last 1 decade. When we talk about two of the most amazing white ball players, or two of the most legendary white ball players, you can say that 2010s to 2020 decades will belong to two of India's greatest. That is Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma for sure. And Rohit Sharma will be right up there when it comes to his match-winning ability. Because remember, on days when Rohit Sharma scores these hundreds, you go on to win the match 9 out of 10 times, and that's the impact he's gotten as a batter as well. Now, Chris Gill himself has gone on to tweet about it, and obviously both of them do share the same jersey number of 45 as well. Just speaks volumes of uh, how powerful, how big, impactful these two have been in the world of cricket. And talking about which, India also gone on to win the game against Afghanistan by a considerable amount of margin. That also puts India in a very good position in the table. Remember, India's net run rate wasn't the best, because they did win against Australia, but they did not win by a margin like what New Zealand did against England, or Pakistan did against Netherlands, or for the matter, South Africa did against Sri Lanka. So India had to win, and India had to win way big. And what India did against Afghanistan was a statement win. And now with that win, what that means is that India are positioned second in the table. And if they go on to win the next match, possibly against Pakistan by a considerable amount of margin, they can be challenging for the top spot. But remember, before that, New Zealand will be playing Bangladesh in Chennai, which could be a tricky encounter for the New Zealand team. That'll be their first major challenge on a turning track in this World Cup. But on that match, there's another incident which took place in that match as well. On that regard, one interesting incident which took place in that match is the Naveen Hulak and Virat Kohli battle. Now we speak about that rivalry in cricket. We speak about how cricket is supposed to be fought extremely hard, but there's also a line which has to be drawn time and time again as to whether you want to continue your grudges, whether you want to continue your rivalry off the field. But what you saw yesterday in the Arun Jaitley Stadium was sheer respect from Virat Kohli. You saw that in 2019 when Virat Kohli told the crowd to stop booing at Steve Smith. Similarly, he had a gesture towards the crowd saying to stop the banter against Naveen Hulak, and that was a very interesting moment of the game. In that game, that was a very interesting moment, because the way in which how he gestured that, the way in which he went on to Naveen Hulak to say that everything's all right. Let's hug it out. And that really speaks volumes of what sports is all about. You fight hard, you leave it all on the field, and you don't carry it forward. You had to end at some point, and it was great to see even Naveen, and it was also great to see how Naveen reacted to it as well. It was only fair that these both players landed in the same pitch. Both are competitive cricketers. Both have got that energy about them. We liked Virat Kohli for all their aggressive nature, and Naveen is aggressive in his own right. Ultimately, it's a game. You cannot keep grudges in this game. Whatever happens on the field, all the players fight it out hard to win it for their teams or countries or franchises. That's exactly what happened in the IPL. And ultimately, you had to sort it out, and it was beautiful to see even Gautam Gambhir give the commentary for that moment as well. It only had to be fitting for that moment to have Gautam Gambhir also involved in some way or the other. And it was beautiful to see that, because remember, Virat Kohli is such a global ambassador, and he had to set the trend because the crowd was going against Naveen Ulak. Remember, the game was played in New Delhi, and to add to that, it was Virat Kohli's home ground. Naveen Ulak had to walk out of Virat Kohli Pavilion, and the crowd was all out against Mr. Naveen Luck. So he had to sort it out, and it was very kind of Virat Kohli to show it to the crowd. It's all over. It's all sorted. And even after the match, you saw some of the moments where both of them were laughing it off. It's a great progress. It's a great comeback from how it had ended in Lucknow way back in May 2023 between Virat Kohli and Naveen Luck, and also Gautam Gambhir as well. It was always important to talk it out, and it's good that they have talked it out as well. Now, on that regard, India have gone on to win this game by a good 16 overs sparing and by 8 wickets. And Virat Kohli also had gone on to score another 50. He's looking in sublime form. Ishan Kishan scored a 47. Jasprit Bumrah again picking up 4 wickets, and what a baller he's been since his comeback. He's been exemplary with his lengths. He's been outstanding with his control, and he's been troubling batters on flattest decks as well. And that's why you would like to have Jasprit Bumrah in any team in the world. And he's one bowler who's always going to come back after a setback. And that's Jasprit Bumrah's hallmark, and that's been his hallmark throughout his journey as well. And this certainly means India will be heading into that Pakistan game with so much of confidence, and India would want a completely fit squad as well, hoping that Shubman Gill also returns for that encounter. So guys, that's about it from this video. Do not forget to share and subscribe to our channel. And also, if you're new here, do not forget to check out our courses with Mad About Sports. Remember, if you want to be an aspiring cricket analyst, and if you want to set your footing in the world of cricket, do not forget to check out our course, because this could be a very interesting journey of yours with Mad About Sports, and also a start to a career which could make you achieve your dreams of being with your favorite teams or getting involved in your favorite sport. Thank you once again for watching this video, and bye-bye.